So everyone looking forward to Yuvraj Singh's big IPL return. Hello and a very warm welcome to License to Thrill Season 6. I am Gaurav Gala. Joining me on the show this evening, former Indian captain Saurav Ganguly. He's live with us all the way from Kolkata. He's going to be following the fortunes of his former IPL side very, very closely. We also have former Indian off-spinner Nikhil Chopra. He's with me right here in the Delhi studios. Warm welcome to you, Nikhil, as well. And of course, right now, my colleague Siddharth Kochar is also standing by in the studio. First up, Sid, over to you.
Thanks, Gaurav. Now, today our poll question at the moment is, can Yuvraj actually make an impact against Hyderabad? And let's take a look at the results of this poll. A lot of people getting onto our website, www.headlinestoday.in, and casting their votes. We'll have those results up for you in just a moment. A lot of people have already started voting in. If you haven't made your vote count, please actually go on to the website and make your choice. But for the moment, let's take a look at what this match promises.
It's the battle of two sides striving hard to make their presence felt in the IPL. Hyderabad Sunrisers and Pune Warriors are not the biggest forces to reckon with in the tournament, but they have a list of explosive names that can turn any game on its head. The reincarnated Sunrisers are making a new beginning. The new-look team will try and rise under the astute leadership of Kumar Sangakkara. Injuries to Shikhar Dhawan and JP Duminy may hit the batting, but they have good all-rounders in Thisara Pereira and Darren Sammy. The bowling attack is led by the current world #1 test bowler Dale Steyn, with Ishant Sharma and Amit Mishra and Clint McKay in support.
It's Dale Steyn. I think Ishant Sharma will also have to look to have a good IPL season. Their bowling attack is not the worst.
Pune Warriors too have made changes in their squad after their disappointing last place finish in the previous season. The Warriors batting lineup certainly looks solid with the likes of Captain Angelo Matthews, Abhishek Nair, Yuvraj Singh, Ross Taylor and Steve Smith in the ranks. But aside from the bat, Yuvraj can also be the inspirational figure the Warriors need.
Yuvraj Singh will be a big gain. He's a terrific T20 player, and what he brings also with him is left arm spin, which is so important and has been so successful for him in T20 cricket. So with him, Pune Warriors has found an all-rounder.
Both the sides have nothing to lose and have no other option than to go out there and fight hard to make an early start this season. Sports Bureau, Headlines Today.
Now, if you're wondering what I was doing, I was sending in my tweet to feature on Your Pitch, Your Wall. Remember, you can tweet into our handles at Sports Quarter and Headlines Today. And if you're the lucky one who gets selected, your tweet could actually feature on this wall. Obviously, Sunrisers win the match today. That's Sambhav Jain's tweet. Also, we'll have other tweets there. Pune Warriors, he's wishing the Warriors all their best for their first IPL game. That's Ramiz there from Pune, obviously. Yuvi, a power booster. Show everyone will actually your capability. They're asking Yuvi is going to the man for Shubham. Another tweet suggests that Pune are the team to beat. Obviously, we've got Dhaval Damania in there because I had to answer this question. Am I the only one who doesn't have Pehchan to get free IPL tickets? Well, even I don't, Dhaval, so don't feel too bad. But here, this is the most interesting one. Amit Sawant, well done. Robin Wright, Ross, Yuvi, Angelo Smith, Nair, Rasool, Bhuvi, Dinda. That, Gaurav, is a very, very good looking lineup.
Absolutely, looks like a very, very interesting lineup. If I, see that lineup there, and in fact, with that very lineup, Siddharth, I'm going to go across to Saurav Ganguly because, Dada, I was looking at the squad of the Pune Warriors, and they're not the biggest household names. Probably Yuvraj Singh is there, who's a real standout talent. But there are a lot of players who can actually go out there and do a job for you. And picking an 11 out of this squad of the Pune Warriors is a very, very difficult task. I mean, I tried and I struggled.
Yeah, absolutely, and you've forgotten Marlon Samuels in that squad because I think he's a very dangerous T20 player. And over the last 1 year, he has improved tremendously as a T20 player with the bat and with the ball. So they have a good side. The advantage for them is that Yuvraj is back and Ross Taylor they've got in this year. We tried Ross Taylor last year, but obviously Ross was more keen to go to Delhi in spite of the payment being the same made to him as Delhi was playing. He had the option of going to Delhi, but it's good to have Ross Taylor back in the Pune Warriors team. They have three explosive players who if they play well can win the game, whether it's Robin Uthappa, whether it's Ross Taylor, whether it's Yuvraj Singh, and for me Marlon Samuels as well, because spinners play an important part in T20 cricket, and he would be very effective with his bowling also. Then you've got Steve Smith, who's done well last season, looks an improved player this year. Then Angelo Matthews lower down the order. So they are they look a very, very good side, Gaurav, to be honest. Last season they started very well. We were #1 team for the first 7 matches. So for them it's not just about playing well, but keeping that consistency and keeping that momentum over a period of 2 months.
That's right. Nikhil, you've been picking them actually as your dark horse right from our mega big 1-hour preview show that we did 3-4 days ago. And of course, this Pune outfit on its day, I mean, you know, they can go all the way if they click as a unit, like Dada was saying.
That's the important thing. You know, not too many big names, but I have a feeling that this time around the Pune side will play together as a team, and that makes all the difference. They win a couple of games, and especially a couple of close games, get that belief back in themselves. Yes, they can go out there and be competitive against some of the top sides with some top names in the IPL. These guys can run away. Yuvi can win the game single-handedly. You've got Robin Uthappa who can run away with the game. Ross Taylor, Smith, Marlon Samuels that Dada talks about. You've got some fantastic match winners and who are hungry to go out there and do well and, you know, put their names on the international arena.
That's right. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to talk about Siddharth, the big comeback in the IPL, because Yuvraj Singh, he wasn't there last time around due to reasons that we all are very familiar with. But this time around, I know for a fact that he's raring to get out there and play for Pune.
Absolutely, and that's very good news for Pune, because if you take a look at his IPL record, you would say that maybe he hasn't done as well as he should, given that this is a format custom built for him. But when you take a look at his record for Pune in that 1 year he played, he was absolutely phenomenal. In that 14 matches that he actually did go out there and played, he averaged over 30 runs. He picked up wickets as well. And as Saurav Ganguly has been saying, Yuvraj Singh is not just a batsman. With his left arm spin, he's going to be a very, very useful contributor with the ball as well. And that's the most important thing. Also, Pune is looking forward to Yuvraj's comeback. Why? Here's the story.
जी बिल्कुल, वापस आके बल्ले को हाथ लगाना, ग्राउंड की फील लेना बहुत बड़ी बात थी मेरे लिए. कभी सोचा नहीं था कि ग्राउंड में वापस आऊँगा, लेकिन अच्छा लगा ग्राउंड पे आके. और लास्ट ईयर IPL इतना बड़ा टूर्नामेंट होता है, मैंने मिस किया और बहुत जोरों शोरों से इस IPL में जा रहा हूँ वापस.
Yuvraj Singh remembering those uncertain days right after his return from cancer treatment. But the warrior prince not only fought the deadly disease, he fought the doubts of whether he'll ever be his lethal best on the cricket pitch again. And now life has come a full circle for Yuvi as he plays his first IPL season after recovering from cancer. And the dashing left-hander is raring to go.
थोड़े दिनों से पुणे में प्रैक्टिस चल रही थी, तो अच्छा लगा सब प्लेयर से मिलके. हमारे नए कोच एलन डॉलन, तो प्लेयर्स का अच्छा सेटअप लग रहा है. होपफुली हम अच्छा करें इस साल.
Yuvraj deliberately chose to pass up on the captaincy this season in a clear indication that he wants to concentrate on his batting.
जी काफी क्रिकेट है आगे. It's gonna be a busy season. बस उम्मीद यही करता हूँ कि IPL अच्छा जाए और मोमेंटम को पूरे साल में लेके जाऊँ.
And momentum is everything for this man. And it doesn't take him much time to build it. Pune Warriors will hope they see just that. With performances much below his potential in the 4 seasons he's played in the IPL, this is the perfect chance for Yuvraj to make his second coming even better than the first. And that will be enough to send shudders down the opposition's spine. With Adit Sharma in Delhi, Shivani Gupta, Headlines Today.
So Yuvraj Singh, Dada, you must be looking forward to one of your proteges coming back into the IPL fold, and you know this format is almost tailor-made for somebody like Yuvraj.
Yeah, absolutely. It allows him a free swing. You've been watching the videos, just look at the swing of the bat. If it hits the middle, it goes a long way. We saw Chris Gale yesterday bat like a king on the difficult pitch. And Yuvraj Singh, if he gets going, can destroy any attack. And that's why Pune is so dangerous, Gaurav, because they've got some players who can just take the game away. As I said, Ross Taylor, Yuvraj Singh, Marlon Samuels, if he is allowed to play freely. So it's good to see him back. It's good that he's not captain. He needs to play freely. You know, when I saw him 2 years back in the IPL, when I went and joined Pune for 6 games, he was not there. I could feel that those 6 games he was there as captain. He was not mentally there. Obviously, we didn't know that he had
this is not good stuff from
cancer at that stage. But now it's a new season for him. It's a time, you know, when you are a player and when you've been around for some time, you get into a phase in your life where you need to reinvent yourself.
Okay.
Where you need to have that push in a season where you have an outstanding season and for your next 3-4 years to get better, to get that confidence back. Because when you're around for 12-13 years, you have that period where suddenly things go down, and that's happened to Yuvraj Singh. So for him, this IPL is big. He needs to stamp his authority, stamp his class, and get back to the Yuvraj Singh we know. He's been out of the test team, he's been out with cancer, so it's been in and out, a tough period for him. So hopefully he does well in this IPL, gives everything he has, and resurrects his career.
In fact, Nikhil, that's my question to you. Given all the trials and tribulations that Yuvraj Singh has gone through over the last couple of years, you know, from the high of being the man of the tournament in the World Cup win, arguably the biggest moment in his career, to then, in a matter of months, fighting for his life, and then coming back, getting into the Indian side, playing some important knocks, and then being dropped again. So now IPL is almost like a trial by fire for him.
He has to stay fit for the entire duration of the IPL as well. You know, when he came back after his injury or his illness, you know, a lot of people said that he's come back into the competitive form of the game very, very quickly. Well, this is his test now. Apart from consistently doing well for the entire duration of the tournament, his fitness would be tested as well. It's not going to be easy over such a long period of time. If he can go out there and do well, which I pretty much believe that he will, because he's really worked hard on his fitness as well as on his game, I have a feeling that he'll do well. He'll come out with flying colours.
All right, and there's a bit of good news coming in for Pune at this point in time. They've won the toss, and Dada, they're deciding to field first in this encounter. Your thoughts on Pune winning the toss, fielding first? Do you think that's the way to go? Most captains so far, early stages yet in the IPL, but they're fielding first after winning the toss.
Yeah, it's a good wicket at Hyderabad. They're not playing at Pune where batting second becomes harder. They are playing at Hyderabad where the wicket's going to stay good for 40 overs, and they have a strong batting lineup, so they are backing their batsmen. Their bowling attack is also good. Dinda, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Parvez Rasool. Then they've got Rahul Sharma, the left arm leg spinner, right arm leg spinner. They've got Angelo Matthews who can bowl seam. Yuvraj Singh can bowl left arm spin. Samuels can bowl. So they have a balanced attack. So it's not a bad option. They want to chase, and with Rasool coming at 8 or 9 who can hit the ball and bat. He's got runs against Australia as well. So I think that's a pretty decent side, and it's not a bad option chasing for the Pune Warriors under lights.
Dada, it was very interesting. You said, you know, right at the top of the show that you tried getting Ross Taylor in last time around. Is this the squad that you would have ideally liked to have led? Because this looks like a very well-rounded squad. Do you think you didn't have the squad possibly last year, and this squad that you've got, that Pune has at its disposal, you could have, you know, done wonders with them possibly?
See, it's very difficult to say, Gaurav, whether I would have done wonders or not, but obviously with Yuvraj Singh back and Ross Taylor in the squad, it makes it a very, very strong team. See, for the we didn't have too many options last year because we didn't go to the auction. We backed out of the auction at the last minute for whatever reason, so we didn't have the opportunity to pick the team. So we were picking players from whatever was left over of the option. We got Michael Clark from nowhere, you know, for the last 6 games. We were literally begging him to come and play, come play for us, bowl left arm spin and bat. So we were trying to make a team last year, but this year they've made some good selections. Yuvraj Singh's back, which is a big thing for them. Ross Taylor's back. They didn't have Mitchell Marsh last year, who was out with a stress fracture. He's back this year. So they are a very, very compact team. You know, they just need a good leader. That was the problem with them on the first season. I thought Yuvraj Singh was struggling with his body big time. They need a top leader, and I hope Angelo Matthews can carry that side through.
Thrill now. Even though Mumbai last night lost against Bangalore in their IPL clash, but they surely found a young gun who has shown the potential to make it big. Jasprit Bumrah made a spectacular debut for the Mumbai Indians. Take a quick look.
Words it seemed Jasprit Bumrah would have a difficult time living up to when Kohli took advantage of his stage fright. But a quick word from Sachin Tendulkar turned it all around. Bumrah hit back, and how? He finally finished with figures of 3 for 32 from his 4 overs. He though admitted to some pre-match nerves. Only the most avid watchers of the domestic scene had heard about the 19-year-old after he picked up the Man of the Match award. For figures of 3 for 14 that won Gujarat the Syed Mushtaq Ali tournament against Punjab. With a short but smooth run-up, delivering it wide of the crease, putting up both his hands before delivery, quite like Paul Adams. And batsmen will need to watch out for the sharp inward angle. He certainly looks quite a find. Sports Bureau headlines today.
Quite a find, but will he be a one-season wonder like many before him in the IPL? Before I put that question to Saurav Ganguly and Nikhil Chopra, I want to go across to Siddharth Kochar for some interesting facts about Bumrah. Siddharth?
Well, Jasprit Bumrah, and that debut was certainly one with boom. Virat Kohli, after getting slammed for 3 fours, he actually picked Virat Kohli, then quickly picked Mayank Agarwal and had turned the game on its head. Unfortunately for Chris Gayle, look at his figures from yesterday. He was absolutely phenomenal. A lot of people are saying he reminds them of Colin Croft. A lot of people are saying he's just a faster version of Paul Adams. And if you remember Paul Adams, he certainly looks a lot like it while delivering the ball because of that action. But whether he'll actually make it big, he certainly has the ingredients, but there's certainly a long way to go.
All right. Thanks a lot for that, Siddharth. A very, very interesting action. I won't ask you to do it, although you've got lots of room there. But Dada, your thoughts? He was all arms and legs all over the place, but he got the job done.
Yeah, he's different. He's different, Gaurav. But I hope, and all I can say, I hope that he carries on from here. It's not just about T20 cricket, but I'm sure he'll want to play for Gujarat and then push on. But obviously, he's got to get better. You cannot judge someone on the basis of 4 overs. And coming to your point of whether it's a one-season wonder or not, and I think it's going to vary from people to people.
Okay.
I know Ashok Dinda, when he came in the first season of IPL for Kolkata Knight Riders, Ricky Ponting picked him out from nowhere. He had come to bowl in the nets, and Ricky said, we need to have him on the squad, and he's gone on to play for India. But from the other end, you look at Manpreet Ghoni, who was terrific on the first season of IPL,
Correct.
Played for India and never played again. So it's going to depend on his temperament. It's going to depend on how he goes about his job, how desperately he wants to do there. He's got an odd action, so he will have injuries. He will have stress fractures at his back, because if you look at his body weight, it completely goes on the opposite side of the ball.
Yes.
But that's what his natural stuff is. So he will have injuries. He'll have to come out of it. My good wishes to him, and I hope he capitalizes from here on. He will play for Mumbai Indians because he looks that different sort of a bowler. Which at times becomes so effective in T20 cricket, because you've got an odd action, the ball comes out differently from your hand, so by the time you realize 2 overs are over, it's the same like a Sunil Narine factor. It's different. So when you're playing T20 cricket and trying to force the pace, you're so effective. But the moment it comes to Test cricket, you're struggling, or even in the longer version of the game, and that's why Narine is out of the Test side. So from that point of view, we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully he moves on and makes a career out of cricket.
All right, 30 seconds left. First you, Dada, your predictions for tonight.
Well, it's very difficult to say because, the Sunrisers have got some dangerous players. They've got Sangakkara, they've got Cameron White, who was outstanding for them last year. But Pune looks a stronger team on paper. They've got a balanced team, but they'll have to play well.
Okay.
I would just put Pune ahead because they look a stronger side, but not by much.
Nikhil?
Well, without a doubt, backing Yuvi and the Pune Warriors.
All right, so there you have it. Both are experts going for Pune. Gentlemen, on that note, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Siddharth Kochar, thanks a lot to you as well.